Hello friends, this is Bhupendra again. So today's video will be a short video. I know while doing the preparation of the coding interviews, sometimes we don't know from where to start and what to prepare first. So for that I have created this video. So these are like must to do things if you are preparing for a coding interview. So first let's go through the data structures. Number one is arrays list, string builder. I may be a little bit biased towards Java because I had done my preparation in Java, but it will give you some idea even if you are preparing in some other language. So for example, if you are preparing in Java, you should know difference between arrays and array list. Well, arrays has fixed length, so whenever you are initializing an array, you have to give the length also. The other side, array lists are resizable, so you are not required to give length during the initialization. It can grow and shrink based on the number of elements there. The difference between a string and a string builder, so you must know that a string is immutable, so every time you do any concatenation operation it will be an order of n. So you have to use in that kind of scenario string builder. Then comes maps, and maps are like key value pair. It can be in Java, it can be three types: tree map, hash map, linked hash map. You can read the full description. I probably will make another video, but you have to know that like hash map does not preserve any order. Linked hash map preserves the insertion order. So based on the question, based on the scenario, you have to decide which maps to use. Sets are kind of list you can say, but they do not contain any duplicate value. Scenario where you have to save some list or some items, and later on you want to check whether they are part of that set or not. So set is the right data structure to use. Linked list and doubly linked list, so you will not probably get any direct question to implement linked list or implement doubly linked list, but these are good to know. Sometimes you may get question like find a cycle in linked list kind of, or reverse linked list kind of, those question. Some of the question doubly linked list is used, so it's good to know how to do various operation in doubly linked list. Stack and queues are two important data structures. Stacks are used in some common scenarios like valid parentheses or doing a DFS or depth first search. Queues are used in the scenario where you have to like first come and first serve kind of scenarios. Most important algorithm would be VFS or depth first search, where we will use queue. Is very important data structure concept. Most of the time you will get question either from tree or graph. Tree, must to know tree important trees are binary tree and binary search tree. Binary tree does not maintain any sorting order, whereas binary search tree will be in sorted order. So whenever you do in order traversal of binary search trees, you will get the sorted list. Heap is again very important data structure. Mostly it is implemented as priority queue in Java. It is again kind of tree or binary tree, and it can be either max heap or min heap. Max heap are heaps where parent's value is greater than both left and right children, and min heap is a heap where parent's value is less than both left and right children. And at the end but not least, it's graph. Graph is very important data structure. Most of the time you will probably get one question definitely from graph, so you should know how do we represent graph. So now let's move to algorithms. These are not all the algorithms which you should know, but these are the must which you should know, and once you master these algorithms you will be able to master other algorithms as well. So first is two pointer algorithm. So this is used whenever any list is sorted and you can have two pointers, one at the beginning and one at the end of the list. Most important problem would be finding pairs or triplets based on some condition. Sliding window is another very good algorithm where it can solve some problem from polynomial to linear time. Example, if you are given n elements in a list and you want to know the max element in k consecutive groups. Next comes sorting. So there are many kinds of sorting, but most important are merge sort and quick sort. You need to know how to implement those, and there are problems which normally use these sorting algorithms. Next is binary search, which is very important. It is basically done on a sorted list. So if a list is sorted anywhere you see in problem, you can think of binary search. Its runtime complexity is order of log n, which is faster than the linear search, which is order of n. Then comes VFS and DFS, which are basically breadth first search and depth first search. You need to know how you will implement VFS, how you will implement DFS. Logic is same, but it can be applied on trees, graphs and maze. I would say practice these algorithms to implement on trees, graphs and maze. Then comes tree traversal. Mostly it will be binary tree or binary search tree. So you need to know how to do pre-order how to do post order, how to do in order, and how to do level order traversals. For example, level order traversal is useful when you want to find out left side view or right side view or those kinds of questions, or zigzag order traversal, these kind of questions. Topological sorting is again a very important algorithm. It is done basically on directed acyclic graph. And at the end, I would say you should know shortest path algorithm. One of them is Dicasra's algorithm. I already have created a video for that if you want to take a look. So that's it, friend. This is not the complete exhaustive list of what you need to learn, but this will give you an idea what you should start with. At least you have to prepare these algorithms and in these data structures. Once you master these things, I am pretty sure rest of the things will come easily to you. And that's it. All the best for your preparation. All the best for your journey. I hope you get something from this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel in case you like this video. Also, I'm trying to be more active on Twitter, where I will share some tips related to coding and computer programming. You can find the link in the description. That's it for now. Bye bye.